Happy Monday, guys. Happy August 7th, 2023. I am Shay Wilson, thinking big, living bigger, and loving the biggest. Let me get you on social media real quick, on Facebook, to make sure that you are done. Let's get you on. Let's get you on. How are you this morning? I'm hoping and believing that you are doing amazing, getting ready for work. Or not. Let's see. Hold on just a minute. Get it off just me seeing this and get it on you guys seeing this. Happy Monday. Yes. And we start off with gratitude. We're thanking God, the God be understanding for all that we have this morning, for feeling good. And if you don't feel good, we know that you will feel good. That we are speaking that right now, that you are rested from the weekend, that you are looking forward to work. And if you're not looking forward to work, you will begin to look forward to work and feeling good. Just going in to be who you're meant to be today and doing it because that's who you are. So let's rock it today. Today, the topic is we have the power to allow our good in. I know many times we have habits of thought, habits of being that block our good. And I wanted to talk to you about that today. And it's really breaking up negative thought patterns. Come on, breaking up negative thought patterns in our lives, which create the same old negative situations, the same old self-sabotaging things, the same old things. And then because of how we think about things, what we're thinking on, what we're giving our attention to, and here we go. And let me give you something. The ego is a strange thing. You have to be, sometimes like I was just doing the 75 hard, and I continue to do the 75 hard, and I allowed my ego to get involved, and it carried me through more. And what that did was that it made my body really tired, having some, really not feeling well the last couple of weeks. And what I was doing was giving. I was tired, working still, doing all things, and I kept going. So I began to give from my cup and not my overflow. And anytime for me, when I'm doing that, God has a way of saying, okay, here we go. I have a very high tolerance. So boom, what God will do is come to me to get my attention through my physical. And so I had to rest last week. It was just hilarious. Well, not hilarious, but it was something that I knew that I had drawn to myself. The thought has not feeling, and it's not just challenging myself, not feeling good enough or trying to do too much from a place of not resting. One of my patterns, negative thought patterns, is to keep working. And we keep working for different reasons. We keep giving when we know we can't give. Those are the things we're talking about. So it blocks really my good on so many other levels. First of all, I'm tired and I can't receive. The other thing is that you don't ever think you have enough money, because a person like me that is self-employed, if you don't work, you don't get paid. So your mind is working in scarcity. These are the patterns that we're talking about breaking. Your mind is looking at different things and not relying and surrendering to what you know to be true. These are new thoughts. The new thoughts are going to be scary. Here's the thing. The new thoughts going to be scary. It's not going to be, the new ways of being are going to be scary because you haven't been doing that. And so you have to be gentle and extend grace to yourself and be empathetic to myself. I had to really see what I was doing and just kind of love on me. You just kind of be gentle with me, not beat myself up for, see, here you go doing this again. No, it's okay. We see the pattern, and I thank God for showing me the pattern again. These patterns don't come back. These cycles don't come back to beat us up. It's to show us, to teach us how to get to the next level, what we need to do. So we don't want you to go around beating yourself and judging yourself harshly on this. It's just simply, we're going to break the patterns, and this is how we're going to allow ourselves our good in, all of our good, all that we desire. I got 5 things for you, and I'm going to go through those really quickly. All right, anybody with me with that? Anybody agree with that? Anybody understand? Anybody feeling that? They looking at the same old pattern again, the same old situation again, different people, same situation again. You doing this again? You not taking vacations again? You looking for again? Same decisions. All right, so let's rock it. one of the things is that, what you fear, we attract. We're still going from Florence Scovel Shinn's book, The Magic Path of Intuition. And she states right off the top that no one can keep, on page 17, no one keeps you from your good but yourself. A negative idea continually dwelled upon will create a thought form in the subconscious. And that's kind of what we're talking about. We kind of go in the same old routine for everything because of how we're thinking. So number one, what we need to do is write down all your fears. I saw this in a video the other day, and I actually did write down my fears, all of them that I could think of, all of them from the depths of my soul. Of that, I thought that it could be something of fear of being alone as you get older. It could be something of it could be anything. Fear of not having enough money. Fear of not. Fear of really being all that you can be, really stepping out there, because that will require you to be in the public eye, and you may not feel good about people's opinions or what have you. These are the fears. If you really get down deep, this is one. So running them one, write down your fears, and then face each one by one. Do something that it makes you face them one by one. All right, that's number one. Number two, stop saying to yourself, poor me and poor them, or addressing someone else as poor me or poor them. What that does is that you are weakening yourself when we say this. So if I says poor me, or we feeling sorry for ourselves in some form or fashion, pay attention, because what you do is you weaken the power within you, and you start believing these things. And what Florence Scovel Shinn says is that you demagnetize yourself from the spirit. Isn't that interesting? You demagnetize, because that's not how spirit thinks of us. That's not how you are. You are strong, even if a situation is not something that you desire, or you're going through a health challenge, or it's something. So when you say poor me, you're not drawing on the strength that's within you. So instead, claim, and I want you to write this down: I have and hold from this day forward and forevermore all that is mine in my divine right. Okay. I claim this, I have and hold from this day forth and forevermore all that is mine in my divine right. Come on now, come on. This I want you to hold this now. That's number two. Number three, do some meditations on surrendering and letting go. This helps break up the regular routine of things. Meditation itself is just amazing. Many of us are doing this on a regular basis. This one, in order to become something new, you must release and surrender the old you. And some of us we don't realize that we have become enamored with the old us, or some aspects of us, and we're really kind of hesitant. We're kind of hesitant of giving up all of what we used to be. And again, you'll get an idea what this looks like. But as we move forward, we must, in order to become more, some of the ways we identify ourselves back here is not allowing us to do that. So I would encourage you to do a surrender meditation, at least 21 days every day, surrender and letting go meditation, so that you can identify the most, and so you must release the old ideas of yourself. All right. Number four, take a road trip. Take a road trip. They say one of the best things in order to break up patterns is to travel. It could be take a road trip, fly somewhere, take a trip, because there we are not in our regular environment. And so it helps us to think differently, to be different, we're a lot freer. If you know, when we're on vacation, we love being on vacation because we're a lot freer. When we come back, we get right back into that same old mode. Even if we do it's very difficult. But when you're on the road trip or walk by water, that helps. Anything that breaks up your thought pattern, your regular everyday pattern, helps. Okay. And then write down some of the things that you want to do and how to be habits of ways of being during that day. How do we let our good in? Some of us know we got good coming to us. We got good stored up for us. We want it here. We want it here now. And so one of the affirmations I use right now is all things are possible for me in the here and now. All things are possible for me in the here and now. But I must line up with it, meaning my subconscious, I must believe in my consciousness. I must become in my consciousness. And that's another video. But those are the things when we talk about why our prayers are not working. Why are they? Well, because I must see myself as healthy. I must see myself as wealthy. I must see myself already become I am. And not just speaking the words. We know that we got affirmations down. We're wondering why they haven't come to fruition. Well, they are, but we have to line up our energy with what we're desiring, and then we can do this thing. And this is easier said than done. Again, the surrendering and the letting go is a necessity so that we can clear out the space and the headspace of to become all that we desire to be, the next level, the next best version, 2.0, Shay 2.0 or 3.0, whichever one I'm on right now. So the last but not least, if you want more good, then we have to think on more good things. And a lot of us have gotten into the habit of thinking on the most negative things possible. We watch the most negative things. We talk about the most negative things. And then we wonder why we don't feel good. And so decide, how do we do that? Decide that you want to think, that you want to feel good. But decide, you have to decide this thing. And then do it. And then, so what you do is that you're gonna start thinking on what makes you happy. I was writing last night. I love to see hummingbirds. I've been seeing hummingbirds a lot. I love to see butterflies. And so I was writing about how those things make me feel. Of course, everybody knows I love the sun. The sun is so rejuvenating to me, and it's just amazing to me. And so I was writing just simple things. And as you write these things down, those begin to make you feel good. That smile, that's what you want to do. These are the habits that will help you to create a new thought pattern that looks for good as opposed to looking for the negative or marinating on the negative. And I hope that helps you. All 5 of those things. Listen, this is where we're going. We are trying to break trends and thought patterns that we've been doing for years. So be gentle, extend grace to yourself, extend grace to other people. But you also may want to have an accountability partner as you begin. Sometimes we don't realize we're thinking a certain way and doing the same thing over and over in different forms of fashion. And this is why we when we get into self-sabotage and what have you. All right, guys, that's it. How are we going to break our list? How we letting our good in? We are letting our good in today, starting right now. This week, we moving and shaking. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing week. Let me hear from you. Please like, share, comment, and let's roll with this thing. Guys, have an amazing day. I'm Shay Wilson, thinking big, living bigger, and loving the biggest. Boom! Let's go. Bye, guys.